Hey guys, so I'm back and this book is back too, which means we are going to be spinning some tea, or should I say some vitamin C. We must drink our vitamin C, people. But yeah, before we begin, I want to define what colorism is. So I googled this. So colorism is defined as prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically amongst people of the same ethnic or racial group. Okay, so I'm gonna give a brief history about my ethnicity or race, whatever. Okay, so my great grandparents came from India. They moved to South Africa, and then they made it into Cape Malay families. So I would say I'm a Cape Malay Indian. I don't know exactly if that makes sense, but basically when I'm with my Cape Malay side of the family, I feel very Indian, and when I'm with my Indian side of the family, I feel very Cape Malay. So yeah, and this topic, this colorism, applies to both groups of people. So when I'm with my Indian side of the family, I feel as if colorism does exist, and when I'm with my Cape Malay side of the family, I do feel as if colorism exists. So without further ado, let's begin. I was about 5 or 6 years old when I felt insecure about my skin. So people around me gave comments on putting on sunscreen. So it wouldn't be like, oh, put sunscreen on because it's going to protect your skin from the sun. No, it's and you can get skin cancer and all that kind of stuff. No, it's more about putting sunscreen on because it's going to prevent you from getting darker. So I thought, okay, if I'm like not dark, maybe I'll like be pretty because that's what people telling me, that's what people around me are telling me. So that's the beginning stage, and then I would watch a lot of movies, normal Disney or whatever movies, like even Indian movies. All the dark people, my skin color, they would be like the side chicks or whatever, the sidekicks of the main. Oh, okay. So as I was saying, all the main characters wouldn't be like my skin color. They wouldn't be darker. They would be white or very fair. And then usually if there was someone who was my skin tone or someone who was darker, they would be like the evil person, the villain, the bad people in the movies, especially in Indian movies. I'd never seen anybody who was my skin color except this guy. We all know that guy. He makes the movies so funny. I love him, but that was the only time I saw someone who was my skin color or close to my skin color. And then, so that's why representation is important. Like, I wanted to grow up seeing people that looked like me, but there was no one who looked like me. So it sucked growing up without people that looked like me on the TV screen. Anyway, next point. So at that age, I remember I would go into the shower and I would scrub my arms, literally scrub my arms, so much so that it would turn red. And I thought to myself, this is going to make my skin lighter, it's going to take the darkness away. But it didn't. I mean, I'm still brown, and that's what happened. I thought, if I scrubbed and if I use this cream or that cream, I'm going to get lighter. I wouldn't, like some people told me, don't drink dark tea, it will make your skin darker. Drink tea with milk because that will make your skin lighter. Oh my goodness, it sounds so flippin' stupid, but the 6-year-old me thought this was going to work. This is going to make my skin light and I'm going to be pretty. I'm going to feel beautiful with my light skin, but it didn't work. It just didn't work. And then I think peak happened was as I got older. This was about 10 years ago. I was in grade 6. I was 12 years old at the time. It was a very hot summer's day, and I took my school jacket off, and then my arms were exposed. And one of my closest friends now, it was my close friend now, at the time she was standing next to me and she hugged me. She was like, oh, we didn't speak for so long, and it's so good that we're in the same class this year. Maybe she'll know who she is, I don't know, but she hugged me and I was just standing next to her and I didn't hug her back, and I was literally like, oh yeah. And then I was looking at the skin, and she's insanely fair. She's very beautiful, mashallah. But I looked at her arms and I was like, yo, why is she hugging me? I feel so dirty next to her. I'm so dark and she's so fair. Why is she hugging me? And I was thinking that, and I just wish she would stop because I don't feel clean next to her. Oh, it's, oh my god, it sucked so bad. I mean, that was its peak. And then okay, I'm gonna go on. So my sister, as you guys know, some of you guys must know, I think, I have a twin sister named Sabila. Now she is a bit lighter than me, so whenever people compare us, or they get to know us, or they meet us for the first time, they're like, oh, what's the difference? And I hate being compared to my sister. I absolutely hate it. So many people compare us, and it sucks, but you know, we're twins, so we're obviously going to get compared and stuff, and it's so annoying, but it happens. So people would always ask, oh, what's the difference? And then so many people would say, oh, you know, Sabila, she's lighter, and Azraa, she's darker. And when they said, oh, she's darker, it was almost like it was such a negative thing, an ugly thing, and it made me feel ugly. It made me feel super junk. And I thought, you know, she's lighter, she will get like a lot of attention from guys. That was also a really stupid thought. So if you're watching this, I'm sorry for saying that, but I thought that was true at the time. And then going on to my next point, I put so much validation into what other people thought about me. So at the time, I thought to myself, okay, if I'm fair, that means the guys I like will like me back because I would be fair. So as I was saying, I tried making myself fair for so many years, but I would just be dark. I was a tomboy as well. I was always in the sun, and like even when I came from the beach, the first thing I do when I get home is go to the mirror and see how much I tanned, how much I burnt. Oh my word, it sucked. And oh, like your siblings or whatever will come to you and they're like, oh, you got darker, and then it's like, oh no, why? And I didn't like being dark. I just hated being my skin tone, having the skin tone. And then almost all the guys I've ever liked in my life preferred fair girls. Like they prefer fair girls, and I thought, you know, I'm never going to be good enough for any guy because I have dark skin. And then also in like growing up, as I was growing up, there would be a lot of storybooks where, you know, the princesses were described as fair and beautiful. They had fair skin and long blonde hair, straight hair, all these Eurocentric features that made princesses, you know, princesses. And I've never seen someone who was dark. Like on Disney, the darkest person I've seen was probably Princess Jasmine, and she wasn't even dark. And she came from Saudi Arabia or Arabia, wherever, but she was supposed to be darker, but she was fair. They were whitewashed. Aladdin at the end of the movie, he was whitewashed as well. It's almost like because he was marrying into a family of royalty, he became fair. Oh, it annoyed me. But anyway, going on. So all the guys I've ever liked in my life, they all preferred fair girls. I know this because I would try to find out as much as I could about the guys I liked at the time. This was also like in my first year of university. I liked this guy so much, so I would find out all these things about him and whatever. And then I asked my friend, oh, like, do you know like the kind of girls they like? Do they like are they nerdy? Are they like into sports? All this kind of, you know, that kind of stuff. You like the guy, and you know that feeling of having a crush. And then she told me, oh, he told me he likes fair girls, and I was like, what? So that idea always popped up. It always popped up. And then I just felt like that was one of my fears in life. It's never being good enough. And that's what happened. And even guys who were my skin tone also preferred fair girls. And I even had guys telling me, oh, you know, I prefer fair girls. I like girls with light skin. And I'm like, oh, okay. And even people around me, like girls around me, they would be like, oh, you know, I like this guy, but he's a bit dark though. And I'm like, okay, and does that mean I'm ugly now in your eyes? Or is it like is dark skin seen as a bad thing? Is that why you don't feel confident enough to say, oh, I like this guy? I like this guy, but not saying, oh, I like this guy, but he has dark skin. Does that make sense? I don't know, but if you like a guy, just say, I like a guy. Why must skin tone be such a thing, you know? Anyway, so the big question is how I overcame this topic. When I was about, I don't know, maybe 15. Yeah, I was 15 years old, 14, 15. I went to my granny and I told her, I said mama, because I called her mama. I don't feel very happy in my skin. I don't feel pretty being brown. And she told me, oh my word. And she got angry and she said, you must stop thinking like that. And she hugged me. And then I thought to myself, oh my word, I can't hate myself so much. Because I also thought about this time in grade 7. We had to take pictures of ourselves for the high schools we were applying to. And I had a picture of myself, like an ID size picture in my space case. My pencil bag. And I kept it there just in case I needed an extra picture for the high schools. And then it fell out of my pencil bag one day, and this boy came to me and he was like, oh, here's your picture. And I was like, oh my god. And I took it out of his hand and I crumbled it up, and he was like, do you hate yourself so much that you're crumbling up your own picture? And I was just like, and that's when it clicked. All these negative thoughts over my skin tone just all came together when my granny said I must stop thinking like that. And I thought, I need to be happy in my skin, with my skin color. It doesn't matter if I'm dark or if I get lighter. I have to be happy. It's something I was born with. It's something Allah gave me. And so after that, I decided that I can't hate myself. I can't hate something I was born with. And I just decided to be happy with the skin I've been given. I also took note of who I was following on social media, what students I was following, which students I was following, the vloggers, influencers, all those kinds of people. I started looking at people with darker skin, with my skin color, dark shades of skin, and I just realized that we're all beautiful. I don't know why I felt so insecure, and I had to tell myself that Eurocentric beauty standards aren't the only forms of beauty. There are so many other forms of beauty, and they don't have to be someone who's white, someone who's fair, someone who has straight or blonde, blue eyes, or whatever the case may be. We're all beautiful, and I don't know why it took me so long to realize that. I made friends with people who made me feel as if my melanated skin was something beautiful, and is something beautiful, and it's something that I should appreciate. And then I realized that I will still have moments where I want to bath in lemon juice, and then I think to myself, my word, don't think that, just drink your lemon juice, Anyway, this notion of colorism is still ongoing today. These children that will sometimes come up to me and they're like, oh, I don't like my knees, I don't like my elbows, they're so dark, my skin is dark. And I'm like, girl, stop, don't think like that. Because it's not nice. You are beautiful. Your skin tone is beautiful. Stop thinking you're ugly because you're not fair or white or whatever. Love yourself and love your skin color. That's why self-love is so important. If no one's gonna love you, you might as well love yourself, because at the end of the day, you're just gonna have yourself to count on. Anyway, so as I was saying, I would also blame, and another thing is why representation matters, the internet, the media. Because I will sometimes go onto the internet and then there will be an ad of, are your knees dark? Are your elbows dark? Do you feel as if your skin is just a blemish? And then there will be a whole lot of lightening products. There will be lightening products to lighten your hands, your arms, your knees, your elbows, everywhere else. It's just that your skin tone is just not good enough. No matter what skin tone you are, there's always something that will want to make will make you think that you need to lighten your skin. And in actual fact, you don't need to lighten your skin. You don't. You really don't. You need to love yourself, because your skin is a gift and it's not a blemish. It never will. Your skin is not a blemish. It never will be a blemish, and it is something that is beautiful. And maybe this sounds pretentious, or maybe you're gonna watch this and think, oh, this is so annoying, she's so fake, but this is something that a young girl might be watching now, and she might be feeling insecure because she's brown or she's darker than me or whatever, and she's gonna think, oh, she's this girl, this really weird girl who's talking with her hands. Maybe she has a point. Maybe my skin is beautiful. And that's the whole idea of this video. I just want anybody who's watching this now and they feel as if their skin isn't beautiful, please don't think that. Please don't. Your skin is not a blemish. It's something that you should be proud of. You should be proud in your skin, no matter what skin color you are. Okay, and don't know if this video was effective enough, or maybe I'm rushing through it, I don't know, but I feel as if this is something that I had to speak about. It's something that must be spoken about, and something that will always be spoken about, that should always be spoken about. And anyway, I hope everyone is staying safe at home, everybody's taking their vitamin C, and they're eating the oranges and all the good stuff, taking your medicines. I hope this virus will go away soon, inshallah. I hope everyone is safe. Everybody should, make dua for this to go away, because I'm scared. The whole world is scared, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I feel like everybody wants to take a break from hearing the word corona. So I'm not going to talk about it on this channel. I'm only going to make videos that will maybe try and uplift you guys. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys whenever. Okay, bye.